Hello and welcome to today's Extreme Pull Steam Sale segment for today. I'm GreeneTzu and I'll be bringing you the daily deals on Steam for today. There's a lot of good ones out there today, and just gonna let you know right now, I'm only gonna be looking at the daily deals, not the flash sales or the community choices, since they do not last long enough. Another tip is to wait generally until the last day of the sale to buy a game, because more often than not, a game will go on sale for cheaper before it goes on sale for more, so you can usually just tend to wait. Without further ado, we'll just get into the sales for today. First on the list is going to be Ace of Spades, 75% off, bringing on to $2.49. Ace of Spades is a large sandbox build-in FPS game where you will be in control of your little odd Minecrafty like avatar and go around and you'll shoot things and you will make things. It's a large-scale multiplayer as well. I actually haven't had that much experience with the game. I saw it once and I thought it's a Minecraft game. I wasn't actually sure what was going on with it, but from what I've heard, it's got some pretty weird gameplay with some payware on Steam going on with it. Developed by the RuneScape creator Jagex, so it is pretty reliably created. It's made by one guy who's put so much effort into one game, so I guess you can say at least effort's been put in the game. But again, I don't know too much about it. I haven't had too much time to play it, but from what I can tell from it, it seems just like this weird little building thing. If you like Minecraft and you like guns, this looks like to be a really good middle ground for you. Next up is going to be Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. Game of the Year Edition doesn't really mean anything, except it does come with all the DLC, so you can know that going in. It is 75% off, bringing on to $7.49. It is the open world sequel to the acclaimed Batman Arkham Asylum game. It's actually a lot of fun. The combat's really fluid, has some of the best reactionary timed combat around right now. Most games nowadays are based off this when it comes to action 3D fight brawlers. So this is really where this series is where the inspiration came from that. It's actually really combat, has a large overworld with lots to do. Sometimes it's not as large as you think, sometimes it's a little fooling you, but it's actually a really good game, a really nice story, very well voice acted, and it's just a very well acclaimed Batman game that you should probably enjoy quite a bit. Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition, 75% off, bringing to $7.49. This was the PC port of the console game Dark Souls. It was not the best PC port in the world, but we're just happy we got it. It's a very hard third-person action game where you put in the position of a knight or some kind of medieval warrior in this very terrible world where you will just fight through thousands and thousands of enemies that will kill you non-stop. Every enemy in this game can kill you. Every enemy in this game will kill you. It's incredibly hard and incredibly repetitive. You're gonna have to go back and fight things all over again. But all the controls are there. They're not bad. They're not bad controls. Just you're not using them right. That's why you're gonna die. So it's all your fault. It's a really well presented game, very well put together game. It's a lot of fun, and you're gonna be invested in just wanting to keep trying and go back over and over to just beat the level. So again, it's another game I can highly recommend. Dead Island Riptide is 50% off, bringing on $19.99. This is a third-person zombie game, which I didn't actually find enjoyable. I didn't find the shooting a lot of fun. I found like the characters very annoying, and the setting was interesting, and the premise was interesting, and the story was vaguely interesting, but just the gameplay and some of the characters just like put me off from it. I didn't enjoy it all that much. I found it just uninspired and felt clunky to me. I just didn't enjoy my experience with the game, so that isn't a reason not to get it though, just because I didn't like it. I guess some people could. I've heard a lot of people did enjoy the hell out of this game, so you might be one of those people. But just knowing that going in, that was my opinion on it. Some of the just combat felt really clunky. It's not a game kind of thing, but I just didn't find it particularly enjoyable. Next will be Deus Ex Human Revolution, 85% off, bringing it down to $2.99. This is a really good game, especially at this price. The Deus Ex series is a very good series indeed of first-person shooters and RPGs. The shooting is not the best part. The best part is the RPG and the fact that you actually decide what kind of person you want to be. You can go through and stealth your way through this entire game, or you can shoot everyone, and either way you can do it. You can go middle of the road, you can go one far left, far right. It's so much fun, gives you so many options. The story is very deep and intriguing. The original is also very good. I would recommend you play that too if you're going to play this one. This one is a prequel to that, so you can go and pick the first one up later after you played this and experience what happened after. But yes, this is a very good game and one I can highly recommend. It doesn't actually take too much out of your computer, and it will really be worth the time to put it into it and get that whole experience out of. EvoLand, 50% off, bringing it down to $4.99. This is a really cute game where you will start off in a 2D bird's eye view of an RPG, and you will slowly go through and upgrade the graphics, upgrade the gameplay into modern day times. It's basically the evolution of RPGs, and it's just a very cute little game that you can get a bit of enjoyment out of. It's not really there for the story or the gameplay, it's there for just like, it's a storytelling thing, it's like a history of RPGs, and if you think you'd like that, then you can probably enjoy this game. It's very cutesy. It has a lot of just funny things in it that you'll find out just makes fun of tropes in RPGs, and if you've ever just enjoyed that kind of thing, you can definitely find a bit of enjoyment in this title. So, and at $5, it's really just it's a good pickup if you've been looking for something really just chill and relaxed to sit back with. Fallen Enchantress, Legendary Hero, 66% off, you're going to $13.59. I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about this game. It's a strategy game where you will be in sort of medieval world, taking control of a lot of different units and different battalions and going and attacking towns. It seems rather interesting to me, although I don't know much about it again, so I can't actually recommend or unrecommend it, just let you know the prices. Grand Theft Auto 4, 75% off, you're on $4.99. The very much acclaimed action-adventure open-world game where you will be a thug in the middle of a large city going around and do whatever you want. This game is not really known for its story, although it does have a pretty decent one, especially if you decide to get the DLC. The Ballad of Gay Tony is actually a pretty interesting one. It is mostly known for its open-worldness and your ability to basically do whatever you want. With its sequel coming out, Grand Theft Auto 5, looking to be a smash hit with lots of people excited for it. I can definitely recommend this title. It's quite a bit of fun, just a lot of open world, zany fun. Not to the extent of Just Cause 2 is insane, but it is pretty enjoyable. I can definitely see you get a lot of enjoyment out of this game, especially if you've never played it and you want that experience of an open world. This is a really great way to get into that genre of sandboxness. So totally can recommend this title. Mountain Blade WarBand is 75% off, we're going to $4.99. The Steam store actually had a hiccup where they had Fire and Blade up for a little while, but since then they have switched it to WarBand. Either way, the Mountain Blade series is actually a pretty interesting one of third-person action combat in the medieval style. You'll take control of a soldier there, and you'll go through and you just fight in these large-scale battles that really make you feel like just a foot soldier in them, which some people might not like. A lot of people like to be the giant hero and just like tear through things like in Dynasty Wars. This isn't like Dynasty Wars. The combat's really focused, and you gotta be thinking about there's really nice mounted combat. It's all very enjoyable, so I can actually recommend you at least try this game out. I don't know much about like the series in depth. I've just played a little bit of it, and what I have played I have enjoyed. So on that basis I can recommend it. Our final game will be Tropico 4. It's 80% off, we're on to $5.99. It is a strategy simulation, much in the style that you would think in SimCity or Civilization, except it's got a lot more focus on the military aspect, I find. You'll be going through going through economics and such. Not so much just building your civilization, but as in making sure you prosper kind of politically, that kind of thing. It's just really heavily focused on that, not necessarily expanded. It's a little hard to explain, but it is pretty interesting. Tropico 4 made many improvements from Tropico 3, like such as the HUD issues and some of just interface problems. But this is really a generally pretty good game. You have to know again, it's not Civilization or SimCity. It's a bit different. Just don't try and compare the two too heavily, or you will get the wrong impression. And that'll do it for the Steam sales today. My name's GreeneTzu, and be sure to check us out at theextremepulse.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/theextremepulse. We will be back tomorrow with the next Steam Daily Deals, and I hope you've enjoyed this, and just be sure to come back next time.